Hi yogis, and welcome to my slow flow Vinyasa yoga class. Thank you for joining me today. We'll begin in a seated upright position, hands rested on the knees. Find a long straight spine here and let your eyes softly close. Take one deep breath here with your eyes closed. Then on your next inhale, you can flutter them open. We're going to take some neck rolls. Nice and slow in one direction for 3 rolls and then the other for 3. It is your choice if you would like to close your eyes and tune in or keep your eyes open. Inhale as you look back and exhale as you tuck your chin towards your chest. Take one more roll here, and we'll meet in a neutral seated position. Inhale, sweep your arms high, opening your heart to the sky, letting in any gifts the universe has to offer. Exhale, hands to touch at heart center. Anjali Mudra. Set your intention here for this class, whether it's to stay grounded, to be open, or just to move your body today. Go ahead and bring that to mind now. You can release the mudra. We'll take some pelvic rolls. So inhale, bring your chest forward and around towards the left or right, towards the back, and back around to the front. We'll do this 3 times in one direction, and then 3 times in the opposite direction, just moving slowly and with your breath. You can inhale as you come forward and exhale as you go around. As you're ready, slowly begin to make your way into a tabletop position. Shoulders stacked over the wrist, hips over the knees. One long line from your root chakra to your crown chakra, the tailbone to the top of your head. And then we'll take some big circles here. Kind of the same thing, coming forward to one side and then bringing the hips towards the heels and back around the other direction. Just moving nice and slow with your breath. Taking any movements that serve you. You could snake your spine, swivel your hips, whatever feels good. Once you finish, come back to tabletop and we'll move through a cat-cow variation. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly. Then on your exhale, round your spine and send your hips towards your heels for a narrow child's pose. So inhale moves you into that cow pose, look up, open your heart, and your exhale takes you back into that narrow child's pose. So keep flowing through these at your own pace, moving with each inhale and every exhale. On your next inhale, this time push forward into a Sphinx pose, coming down onto your forearms. And then coming up onto your fingertips, taking your hands out a little bit wider, bringing your forehead to the mat. And then inhale, just peel your chest and heart off the mat. Exhale takes you back down, moving through these cobra flows. Maybe coming up a little bit higher each time you inhale. And every time you exhale, letting your forehead meet the mat. Move through a few more here. And then hold your last inhale just for a few seconds. Exhale, we'll drop it back down and make our way back through tabletop. Inhale the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. You can take your right arm out in front of you, calling your fingertips towards the top of your mat, or you can reach it around for a bind. Whatever serves you in this moment. Inhale, reach that left arm back up to the sky, and then coming back to tabletop, we'll swap it out. Right arm reaches all the way up to the sky. Exhale, thread it through. Taking the same variation with your left arm. They're reaching it forward or taking a bind. Breathing into this gentle twist, sending oxygen all throughout our spine, throughout our low back. Inhale, sweep that arm back up to the sky. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck the toes, inhale. Exhale, push it back to downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal into one knee and then the other, walking your dog. You can even take the knee across the body each time for a little twisting action if that feels good for you. Go ahead and take whatever movement's called to you right now. One more breath here. And then we'll just find a static down dog when you're ready. Trying to sink those heels close to the mat, pushing through our palms. Inhale your right heel up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, take it over for a hip opener, heel to glute. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it to the outside of your right hand. Drop the back knee and find your lizard pose variation. Either staying up on your palms, maybe coming down onto your forearms. Option to walk your right foot out a little bit wider. Come onto the knife edge of that foot. Drop your head, let your neck hang long and heavy. And just find a gentle release in this posture. We'll hold for one more breath. You can begin to make your way back up to your palms if you came down to your forearms. And go ahead and inhale your right arm up to the sky for a twist. You can keep reaching for that back foot and bring it in for a quad stretch if you'd like, or just stay in the twist. Whatever feels good to you. If you're in the quad stretch, your goal is just to try to pull your heel towards your glute. If it doesn't feel good at any point, you can always release it and take the twist. One more breath here. Go ahead and release your foot. Come back to lizard's pose. And then exhale, sink your hips back for half splits. Extend your right leg in front of you. You can keep a gentle bend in your right leg if that feels good as you fold forward. Inhale, coming back through lizard's pose. Exhale, step your left foot to meet the right in Malasana. Both toes are pointed out, heels in, dropping those hips low. See if we can keep a flat spine here. If you need extra support, you can grab a pillow or a block and place it underneath your sit bones. Using your elbows to just drive your knees outward and let your hips sink lower. One more breath here. Find the mat with your fingers. Exhale your hips to the sky and forward fold. Then just step your feet back into downward facing dog. Inhale the left heel high. Exhale heel to glute. Inhale three-legged dog. Exhale step it into lizard's pose. Drop the back knee. Take your variation of lizard's pose here. Begin to rise back up to your palms if you came down. Inhale, open up for that twist. Exhale, catch the back foot if you would like the quad stretch here. Trying to guide our heel towards our glute to deepen the stretch. Release the quad stretch. Lower that hand back to the earth and exhale into half splits pose. Keeping a gentle bend in the left leg if you would like. Inhale, come back into lizard's pose on your hands. Exhale, step up into Malasana. Both toes are pointed outward. Again, grabbing a block or a pillow if you would like to put it under your sit bones. Find a flat spine and just breathe here. One more breath. And you can make a connection with your hands in the mat as you send your hips high and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, fill up your lungs. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale, walk your hands towards your feet, coming into forward fold at the back of your mat. You can reach for opposite elbows and take ragdoll here, just letting your torso and head hang heavy as you sway from side to side. Release the bind. Inhale, slowly rise up one vertebrae at a time until you make it to Tadasana, the back of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, side bend to the left, right arm reaches overhead. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, take it over to the opposite direction. Inhale, come back to mountain pose. Exhale, cactus arms, take a gentle back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Bring hands through heart center. Exhale, squat and curl, ball pose. Coming onto your toes, chin to chest. Maybe wrapping the arms around the shins or keeping the hands grounded. Curling up into one little ball of energy here. Giving yourself a hug, a warm embrace. Make a connection with your hands and the mat and crawl your way into plank pose. Creating one long line with your body. Exhale, lower all the way down onto the mat. Inhale, find cobra. Exhale, send the hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up into mountain pose. Arms reaching towards the sky. Exhale, step your left foot out and back into star pose, facing the side of the room. Toes pointed out. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, forward fold, wide-legged. Point your toes in, heels out. Tee out your arms. Find a flat back and make your way down into a wide-legged forward fold. From here, make a connection with your fingertips and the mat. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, take it Skandasana towards the right. Crawl your way over into Skandasana at the left, and then keep moving back and forth between each side. Only going as low as it feels good to you. It's finding the side lunge from right to left and left to right. Moving with the breath. Take one more in each side. Your last one takes you back into wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, coming back into our star pose. Toes out, heels in. Exhale, come into goddess squat, sweep the left arm in front, right arm back. Inhale, star. Switch out the arms, exhale, goddess squat. Flow a few more times this way, switching out the arms, sweeping them high. Moving in and out of goddess squat. Your next inhale, hold star pose. Then using your back arm, pivot your way into crescent lunge at the front, towards the front of your mat. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back through plank. Lower all the way down onto your mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the front of your mat. Exhale, travel there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, mountain pose. This time stepping your right foot back into star pose. Inhale here, open your heart. Exhale, tee out your arms, point your toes in, wide-legged forward fold. This time we're just going to hang out here. And wide-legged forward fold. Feeling the stretch all the way up the back of our legs. Inhale, slowly begin to make your way up one vertebrae at a time, back into star pose. This time, as you find Goddess Squat, both arms will sweep behind your low back. Inhale, back into star. Exhale, sweep the arms behind your back, Goddess Squat. Inhale, rise up. Keep driving the knees outward as you sink into Goddess Squat. And then inhale, straighten those legs. Your next inhale, find star pose and hold. Sweeping the back arm around towards the front, find crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, step back through plank. Move through your vinyasa, lowering all the way down onto the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And to crawl your hands towards your feet, coming into forward fold at the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Mountain pose. Reaching your hands towards the sky. Exhale, side bend towards the right. Left arm reaches overhead. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, side bend towards the left. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, gentle back bend, cactus arms. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Squat and curl, ball pose. Taking your variation here, wrapping arms around the shins or leaving the hands on the mat, just for one breath here. You can bring your hands back to the mat if you didn't already. Exhale the hips high and crawl your way into downward facing dog. Take one deep breath here. On your next inhale, walk your hands and feet towards the center of the mat and slowly make your way up one vertebrae at a time, head coming up last into mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms open, accepting any gifts from the universe. Heart is open to the sky. Exhale, bringing hands to heart center. Samastitihi. Then we'll find tree pose with the left leg first, keeping the right grounded. You can bring that left foot into your thigh or into your calf. Just making sure to avoid the knee area. We don't want any pressure on the knee. Letting that knee open towards the side of the bent leg. And maybe taking some big circles with your hands. One way and then the other, really engaging your core to try to keep your balance and rooting down through that grounded foot. Taking these big sweeping circles, finding that circular energy that we feel in life. Take one more circle and then find static arms above head. Strong tree here. One more breath. Stay grounded. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shake out that left leg. And then switch it out, bringing your right foot to wherever feels comfortable. Maybe it's different on this side. For me, this side's a bit more of a balance challenge. I'm I'm still going to try to take those sweeping circles, a few each direction, and really engage my core to try to stay tall and grounded. If you don't love these circles, you can just stay with your hands at heart center, or maybe your arms open to the sky. It's okay to lose your balance here a little bit. Let your arms be like branches in the wind, trying to recenter yourself. Find a static tree for one breath here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Go ahead and shake out that right leg. And we'll fold forward together, finding forward fold on the exhale. And on your breath in, bring it up to halfway lift, finding a flat spine. Exhale, squat and curl ball pose. Bringing your hands down to the mat. Use your hands to guide yourself into a seated position, legs out in front of you. And then one vertebrae at a time, lower down into a supine position, laying on your back. We'll find figure 4. You can go ahead and cross that left foot over the right thigh. Maybe bringing your hands and wrapping them around that right thigh. You can use your elbow to drive your knee away, or just hang out here in this supine figure 4 pose. Close your eyes and go inward here, focusing only on your breath. As you are ready, swap out your legs, keeping your eyes closed. Finding the peace within here. Release that posture and bring both of the soles of the feet to the mat. And begin to windshield wiper your legs from one side to the next, keeping your back and tailbone grounded on the mat, just moving the legs. Take one more each direction. And then you can hug your knees into your chest as you are ready. And roll from side to side, giving that low back a massage. If you would like to take this a step further, you can reach for your shins or the outsides of your feet and find happy baby posture. Still rocking from side to side, massaging that low back, keeping the tailbone on the earth. Your next inhale, find a small ball, bringing your forehead towards your knees, knees to your forehead, and then exhale, let it go, find Shavasana. Surrender into your mat, letting go of anything that you've been holding on to too tightly that doesn't serve you, that doesn't better you, doesn't make you happy and joyful. Let it go now. You don't want to carry its weight any longer. And as you let it go, center in on your breath. Notice the length of your inhales and exhales. Notice how the breath feels as it enters into your nose with a slight coolness. It leaves through your nose with a bit more warmth. You can begin now to bring movement back to your fingers and toes. And rolling onto your right side for fetal pose, using your bicep as a pillow. Keeping your eyes closed, make your way back up to a seated position. When you get there, inhale, sweep the arms high, opening the heart, again accepting any gifts from the universe with an open heart, an open mind. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring yourself back to that intention you set for yourself in the beginning of class. Bow your head to seal that intention into your heart. Namaste, yogis.